get it lit, we got it hot like fever.
Sick with the talk, passing your receiver.
All about running the spot.
And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather.
Cardio kingpin.
Subjugate the dub play.
And you know we can't wait to bring spins.
A-star quizzes, A+ the final.
Vocals we align, we'll move it all
simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. It's an Indian summer afternoon, perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready. 61. 54 Mike. Pick it up.
This is Kenyon Drake, the fourth-year man from Alabama. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now on 2nd and 13, Murray. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. Nice pass that time by the #1 pick, Kyler Murray, also drafted 9th in the Major League Baseball draft. He's the only person ever to be taken top 10 in both sports. Go back to his Allen High School days in Texas. He was 42-0 as a starting quarterback. Freshman year, he was at Texas A&M, then the transfer to Oklahoma, sat behind Baker Mayfield. Then his opportunity came last year. Boy, did he make the most of it. Won the Heisman Trophy and led the Sooners to the college football playoff. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 22-yard line.
To the set. 180. Gun. Oh, you got deep. 34's the mic. He's coming. Check in. Too low.
Out of the gun, Newton steps away. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
Even at the age of 30, Cam says it's just a number. Still a real threat running the football. We all know about the touchdowns, but ran for 488 yards last season. That was 4th among all NFL quarterbacks. He can still tote the mail.
20.
A first down carry for Barkley. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Ready. 20.
Newton on third down. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
58 to Mike, 58. Here we go, G. Here I come. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
That's it. Gun. I know he ain't got it. And 58 is the Mike. But 58 is the Mike. Hey, that's Hayward. 58, boy. 58.
Now a first down throw for Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
DJ Moore went through some ups and downs his rookie season, but really came on strong late in the year. Finished with 55 catches, the most among Panthers not named Christian McCaffrey. And now with Devin Funchess gone to Indianapolis, he's going to be the true WR1 for the Panthers.
They run with Barkley on first down, and he gets about 5 out of it. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Now it's Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Corey Peters slipping in and getting the sack.
We got to keep getting sacks.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Gano out to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray with a catch made by Johnson. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
And the Panther first down.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Now Saquon Barkley, and he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton rolling to his left. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Newton on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Willie Henry muscled his way in for the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
On the move to his left. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Newton. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 45-yard line.
First down, Panthers.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
Let's go.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 11 yards and a Panther first down. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back, part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Barkley. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina! Saquon Barkley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt, you need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead grows to 10-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Gano the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. Let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zach Brown in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Here's Andy Lee now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This one taken from the 7. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
And they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Newton. That's caught. It's Jarius Wright. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. 47 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, here's Newton. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. From the red zone now, Newton. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now it's Barkley, and he is out of bounds here. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They come out here in the eye.
Great.
58 for Mike. Watch the out.
Here's Newton. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. On 2nd and goal, Newton, and he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
On 3rd down, Murray. He'll buy some time right. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 52 yards.
First down.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Murray now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Murray, this complete to the tight end Clay. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Called out a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Again, they'll throw with Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Damiere Byrd, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Throwing again, Murray. Flushed out right. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way down to the 37. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 41 yards on the ground.
And a Panther first down.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Gun.
Operating from the gun. Newton taking a shot for Samuel. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Mike, 58, right there.
Throwing again. Newton looking for the out route, and he's got more. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 22-yard line.
1st down, Carolina.
Newton now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Newton. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
He was defended by Patrick Peterson.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Deontay Thompson, the rookie from Bama. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. He'll get this into the hands of Byrd. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Murray now to throw. That ball complete to Isabella. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down. Several media outlets thought Andy Isabella was the top receiver in this year's class out of UMass. He dominated his senior year there. 1,700 yards, 13 touchdowns. They really say that he can just take a top off of defense. He ran a 4.31 40 at the Combine, third fastest of all attendees. And then he was taken 62nd. A lot of experts think he was a major bargain with loads of potential. Three receivers head out right, one to the left on 2nd and 3. They'll run with Drake. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Cardinals on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Murray now. Buying time, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. K1 short. Able to get in there and drop him behind the line. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Come this way, here we go, here we go.
Murray now on 1st down. This one caught by Isabella. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards, the final tally.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
It's just me and you.
Shotgun now for Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. So here's a big play for the Cardinals as they'll go for 2. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the 4th quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a 1-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. On the run, it's Barkley. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
following the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Gun.
Newton to throw. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Check 24, check 25. Check 15, check 15.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. He spins free. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right, where you are. That's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Ready? 8.
Let's go. 58, right over there, right on. 58.
Now it's Newton. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Brandon, that just looked like a lot of confusion to me at the line of scrimmage. I don't think the offense had any idea of who was coming on the blitz and who was dropping off.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They snap it to Newton. And no, it's incomplete. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for Carolina, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season.